Even though I'm already 5 tutorials into this series, today I wanted to do a proper in-depth look at all the products that I've included in my capsule makeup challenge, different ways to use them, the dupes that I would recommend if they're out of the budget, and also to see which products you want me to use as the final 15th product. The rules for this are very simple. 15 products. This does not include things like makeup brushes or skincare, but things like foundation, eyeshadow, primer, liner, mascara, lipstick, all of that has to be covered in those 15 products. The first product in this capsule collection is the Klairs BB cream. You've seen me use this so many times before. I love it. It has SPF 40 in it, it's light to medium coverage, and it can be built up. It feels lovely on the skin, and it's one of the very few products that I've used that's left my skin feeling better once I take it off. Next we have the Besame lipstick in Dusty Rose. I adore this colour. It's a little darker than my own lip colour, and it can be applied lightly or heavily and works beautifully as a cream blush or on the eyes. If you have dry lips though, this might not be the best lipstick for you. While it's not a matte lipstick, it isn't particularly moisturising, and I have found quite a few times that at the end of a day of wearing it, my lips are very dry. So if dry formulas aren't the kind of thing that you're looking for, this lipstick is not for you. Then we have the Fatale Cosmetics lipstick in Rita Rouge, and this is a fairly new brand that I really hope they get bigger. The packaging is stunning. It's solid, and the colour Rita Rouge is a lovely reddish pink that can be watered down into a vibrant fuchsia, and the formula is also quite moisturising and creamy. The combination of these two lipsticks, with Besame it's got quite an orange undertone, and then with Fatale it's quite a pink undertone, and it means I have a wide range of mixes that I can create with them. Next I have the Nyx Blush in Taupe, and this is a long time favourite, but I recently finished it, aka the baby decided to paint with it, and this colour is a very similar dupe from Crown Cosmetics. It's the perfect colour for someone with very pale skin tones, and I can use it as an eyeshadow, a contour and a bronzer, so it's a very versatile colour for me. Next I have a brown and a black eyeshadow. Both of these are colours from an old Illamasqua palette that I won a few years ago, and while they are very good, I can also highly recommend single eyeshadows from MUA, which are only £1 each, or Sugar Pill, which is kind of the other end of the price spectrum, which is hands down the best eyeshadow I have ever used. Whichever brand you go for, these are two colours which are just basics, and I can't wait to show you just how many stunning looks you can create just with brown and black. Then we have the Prism Highlighter. While this is also a highlighter, once you start using it for the eyes as well, your list of options go up tremendously. While you could wear them on their own, once you start layering them over other colours, you get so many different varieties. After that, there's the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and this is just a makeup classic. Personally, I preferred it when they had the squeezy bottle. It was much more hygienic, but since I'm not using this on any clients, this doesn't bother me. It's a fantastic primer, but I can also highly recommend the e.l.f. primer and the Coastal Scents primer. All three of these are excellent. For the lash glue, you could also use clear lash glue, but I love that this one means that I don't have to try and cover that shiny milky colour that normal lash glue leaves behind when I use it. This just cuts that right out. I just have to wait for it to dry and then I can leave it. With false lashes, there are so many brands to choose from here. I personally got these from Eldora, but you can also find some fantastic large sets from eBay and Amazon, and the only really difference here is the price. If you're very careful with false lashes, when it comes to applying them and wearing them just for yourself, you can reuse them again and again until they lose their shape. I tend to wear false lashes more than I wear mascara, but it's quite a useful product to have, so I'll be including it in the 15 products. I currently have two mascaras, this one from MUA and the Cake Mascara from Besame, but the Besame mascara, while it's very pretty to look at, is better as a liner than a mascara. It's a terrible mascara. So for this series, I'll be sticking to the MUA mascaras since they're perfectly good and they're very good value, so I think it's a good thing to include in this selection of products. Then we have the Barry M black eyeliner, and this is hands down the best and my favourite eyeliner. This one can be a little bit tricky because once it's applied, you've only got a few minutes to blend it out before it dries, and then it just does not budge. If you want to blend it, you need to do it right away, but once it's down, you don't have to worry about it moving at all. For the 13th product in my selection, it's leftover Lily Lolo powder, and the case broke a while ago. Once I've run out, I'll be buying refills and keeping it in one of my beautiful vintage jars, but for the moment it just goes in a small tin until I've finished it. And I introduced this product into the series for Halloween, and I'm planning to include it in some of the more wearable but artistic looks. While I love this liner, it does have one drawback, which is that it dries pretty easily. Luckily, it's just as easy to fix as well. All you need to do is take some boiled water. Don't just take any random water, take something that's boiled and sterile, and you want to put a few drops into the bottle, give it a quick shake, and then it should be back to normal. Finally, before I move on to my 15th product, I have a mix which is a mixture of the BB cream and the Lily Lolo powder. I keep it in a small vintage calligraphy tin, and I like this when I want something a bit more medium to high coverage. Product 15 is yet to be decided, but I'm heavily leaning towards a blue eyeliner, but I'm still not quite sure yet. If you can think of a better colour or product that you think I should use, maybe you think I should include a blusher in this, or maybe just a different coloured eyeliner, let me know. And once I've picked the 15th product, you should start to see it pop up more and more in the Capsule makeup series. If you have a look that you want me to do, you can either send me a request over Patreon, Instagram or Facebook, any of those, and hopefully you should see it as part of the series soon. And as usual, if you like my videos and want to see more content, feel free to follow me on the mailing list. Do not subscribe to me on YouTube. That way you get everything sent directly to your email, and I'll have a new video for you soon.